I have sleep apnea, so it's quite a horrifying experience to hear me sleep. Listen, this exhibition would be completely different if this audio experience wasn't there. First and foremost, my job is just to create, and to create unapologetically, giving myself and people who appreciate my work the best of what I can. Best is not even the proper word. The most honest of what I can create. I think it's obvious if you're a lazy ripoff. You know, a ripoff is a ripoff. You see a ripoff, you see somebody who has no context about where he's taken from, and he's just probably doing it because it trends. Homage, there's a clear, deliberate salutation of the work that preceded yours, and then there's still your own voice. You know, you can see the two. And in fact, you now see the third aspect of it, which is the synthesized or the mutated thing you've created out of the homage. Everybody knows a Tarantino film when you see one, you know. But when you deconstruct it, you see Hong Kong New Wave, you see spaghetti Western, you see Japanese samurai films, like the works of Sonny Chiba. In fact, from 70 up until present day, there's no auteur that you won't see their work and you won't see the hand of Stanley Kubrick inside, you know. So there's a clear distinction. This is me. This is my background, Christianity. This is my ancestry. So my work is, I am littered all over, you know. They're one and the same thing. Dreaming and waking, you know, waking life. It's there's a very blurred line, especially when you start exploring dreams, and you now begin to see patterns. You now begin to see archetypes. The fact that you spend half of your life asleep, and when you sleep, you dream, you know, that says something, right? With surrealism, you have room to just do whatever you want because it's not limited to reason or logic. And dreams are like that, right? A mad person doesn't know they're crazy, right? But at some point, we perceive them as normal, and then they just cross the line, and now it just becomes their reality. And I'm sure when they're in that space, you know, a line was never crossed. I love Nollywood. There's this view that Eurocentric ideas are better. We want to do who we are, simple. You don't call every film that comes out of America Hollywood. You know, you don't call every film that comes out of France French New Wave, you know. Why must we now be categorized in that way, you know? But that's entirely up to the person saying it. It doesn't really matter to me, but I fucking love Nollywood. We shouldn't be embarrassed about who we are because a lot of Nigerian films try in almost just taking the formulas used for Hollywood films to make films and expect these films to be appreciated abroad. But I cannot sell a hybrid version of something to who owns the original. A lot of people consider what I'm doing fetish and jazz and whatnot. And even if it is, yeah, why not? You know, it's your tradition, you know. Christianity is, or modern day Christianity or European Christianity, because Christianity is not even a European religion. It came from the Middle East, so to speak, just hijacked by the Roman Empire. Is also another form of juju itself now. It's just Oyinbo juju that you've now taken and made it superior. There's a saying that they say your grandmama na winch, but she's still your grandmother, regardless whether she's a witch or not. And you must face that reality, you know. I'm not an emotional person when it comes to the politics of the entertainment business or media. I'm very realistic. If you give me money to make something, you hired me. Now, do I want to work? Now, what are the terms of it? Are you hiring me just because you want an errand boy, or you're hiring me because I'm bringing something to the table? We did a private screening with Union Bank, a VIP screening with Union Bank. It has worldwide distribution now with Netflix, so Nigeria is still part of the equation. It's just a different model of distribution. My audience predominantly has been abroad, so I don't think I have the people who appreciate my work here are just a handful, more than a handful, obviously, but I don't have the numbers here, so it only made sense that I go where I'm appreciated so far. There's relativity in numbers. For instance, with art now, the work I make is solely consumed by, not consumed, appreciated. Both, actually, because it's still a commodity, you're buying it, by, let's say, the 1% of the population. They can buy an item that goes as high as ₦1 million to whatever. Whereas somebody will create DVDs and sell them at 200 naira each for a different market. Now, he has volume. I also have volume, but different types of volume. Two people are buying my work, but the amount they're paying is worth 100,000 of what somebody else will purchase of their this thing. So it's, yeah, I play the numbers game, but same thing with, instead of the money I'll get from licensing a film, for a certain period would be the equivalent somebody would make at the box office.